Give me a mo. Cosmo, do I get rid of you? Jesus Christ! Hello! It's me! Hey! It's the bingo. It's the biggest bingo there is. My God, when you play this in like high quality. Also, hello. I'm not ignoring your comment. When you play this in high quality, you can see the really, really harsh like cutoff lines when they made these assets into, I assume, bitmap or whatever. Looks great. Yeah, I was sitting around. I'd been doing a lot of work today, and for the past like several days now, actually for the past several weeks, throughout like December and November and whatnot, I was like, I need to be streaming more. I streamed like a little bit, but not nearly enough. And so I was like, all right, I want to stream. What am I gonna play? I don't know, but I want to stream, so it doesn't matter what I play. And I picked this. So yeah, it's pretty like Ape Escape is one of those games that like I did not grow up with a PS2. That was more relegated to my cousin, and I think like maybe one of my friends had a PS2, but actually very few people in my friend group had them. It was either Nintendo or later on a lot of my friends moved to Xbox. So a lot of PS2 games were utterly lost on me. But when I went to my cousin's house years and years ago when he had a PS1, he had Ape Escape 1. Now, I could turn on that one as well, because that is, like, kind of interesting. I prefer 2, but 1 is also, you know, I think still pretty solid. When I played it as a kid at my cousin's house, the vision is, like, still in my head of, like, oh my god, that was so fucking crazy. Like, what is this shit? You're capturing monkeys and they have, like, silly helmets on and stuff. I was strangely captivated by the mere concept of Ape Escape.
This has been our new home since you blasted
That's Misty.
the lab. I had to build it out of the remains of my own room.
You had to build this lab out of the remains of your old room? Oh wait, sorry. Let me read what you. Funny how you're playing a goofy cartoon monkey catching game while I'm playing a scary sci-fi horror game about the good old 1976 monster trying to eat my face with its second tongue. Teeth tongue. Oh wait, are you playing Slitterhead? The video game with a name that almost sounds like a slur, but it's not a slur, I promise.
Use the warp machine at the front to go and catch monkeys.
By the way, how's the audio? Can you hear Misty or no?
I've also made a save port. It's really useful.
Thank you so much. Can we circle back to how you busted out the remains of your room to make the... Is this your room? I'm like actually scoping out
Here
the...
you can view the data of captured monkeys.
Thank you.
And the various items that you got from the gotcha box.
Uh-huh. All right, I don't care. Shit, I said I don't care. Do you want out, babe? You want out, Cosmo? Hold on. My cat is such a goonball. Someday, I'm gonna kill him. In Minecraft. Alien Isolation. Oh, that is a game that I need to play at some point. Just because I have it. I have it on like a shared account with my brother, I think. And I don't know. That seems like a fun game to get scared on stream. Perfect time to play it, no, knowing it turned 10 recently. Oh, wow. That game is 10 years old. Fuck. Don't tell me that. That's the saddest shit in the world.
Anytime you want to have a break.
Anytime you want to have a break. Do I have any save files? What? Oh, you know what? I might have formatted my, my card recently. Yeah, that's probably what happened. Damn. I got like a ways through at one point. And then I guess that's just gone now, so damn. Whatever, save successful. This is the kind of game where you could really just like pick up and play. It's not super important.
Jimmy, I'm sending this gadget to you. The
Thank
monkey
you.
bar seeks out those cheeky monkeys. First, you should practice in the gadget trainer.
No, I
Do
shouldn't.
you want to go to the gadget trainer now?
I sure don't. Yeah, no. I could almost say Alien Isolation is like a horror game classic. Just because like the gameplay loop is so solid. You know what? I'm going to turn up the game just a little bit just in case, because I don't like where those waveforms are at. I think it's a little too quiet. You know, there were so many PS2 games that honestly were just such good like pick up and play games. And the mere concept of like Ape Escape is so brain dead stupid that, like, you know, if you're a kid, you can get into it pretty easily. Or if you're an adult and you just want to like play something like easy just to like zone out, you can play Ape Escape. It very straightforward, kind of fun. Reminds me a lot of, you know that game that came out, like, sort of recently? Like, within the past, like, couple of years, it became popular. Oh, what's it called? Vampire Survivor. You know that? It's, like, it's hot on mobile, but confusingly, it's also on Steam. Which, like, it feels weird to put it on Steam unless you're playing it on the Steam Deck, because Vampire Survivor really super duper just feels like a mobile game. In like every way. All done. Hold on, let me get Cosmo again.
Banana!
Hey, Cosmo. Up on the windowsill? Yeah, no, and like Vampire Survivor is one of those games that's like, it's really, really simple in a good way. Like another like extremely simple like pick up and play sort of game.
Jimmy, I'm sending this gadget to you.
I don't know if I'd ever do a stream of it. I feel like that'd be one of those like distractions between like a more interesting game or something. No, I do not want to go to the gadget trainer. Could perform well. I mean, to be fair, there's like mobile games that run horribly on mobile, like from a technical perspective, that if you were to run them on any modern day PC, even like one that's not especially high end, has maybe like an old graphics card or a like mid processor, it would run it like wonderfully. So you could make the argument like, oh, like Vampire Survivor may not run great on some people's like old busted up phones, but if you just plug it into a PC, it'll run like great. Or if you have like a laptop that is also mobile as well. I don't know. Fuck you. Fucking Jimmy over here, just police brutality. Monkachino. I'll also admit I got back into Ape Escape 2 because Donkey has. I'm sorry I mention Donkey every time, even though he's like an enemy of the state. I'm sorry. Oh, Jesus! Please don't attack me, Tomato Man. Yeah, no, but there's this, like, just really amusing Donkey video where he plays through this. The entire premise was that the name of the video is Black Myth Wukong, but then he just plays Ape Escape because they both are monkeys. Do you get it? I mean, and like, pranks aside, it was also just like a fun revisit of this classic game. Oh, for fuck's sake. I feel like there is a way to get him without doing it that way. Dead Effects are surprisingly neat little horror survival games that started on mobile, then went to PC. Okay. You know what? There's some like old mobile games that appeared on like first or second edition iPhones, and the only way to play them is if you maybe have it still downloaded on an old iPhone. Like, there's no way to emulate it yet. Those are the types of games that I would be really interested in playing on PC. Those are the types of, like, mobile games I would really want to see on PC. Fuck you! What the fuck was that? I'll tell you what that was. That was your last seconds on Earth. Farewell. Where's the god? Pee-Pee Chew, where is it? I heard you squeaking, where is it? Oh, wait. I know where it is. Yeah! Oh my god, I almost didn't think it was gonna work. I'm sorry, was his name Bidet? And the water was shooting up his... Alright, well done. I like that. I like that a lot. That's great. Is this gonna bring me somewhere? It brought me somewhere. I've not been here before. Mario! Hello! Whew. I'm sorry I haven't gotten back to you lately. I've been in a state of mind that I can probably get into later. But also it's just Christmas. It's a busy time. But sorry, I should have been messaging you back more frequently. Oh, I bet Christmas as a retail worker friggin' sucks. I've had to deal with, oh, hold on.
Hello, human friends.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good.
Spectre, you're up to no good
Look
again,
at how
aren't you?
dumpy these models look.
We superior monkeys are merely offering to rule over you poor humans who simply cannot watch out for yourselves.
Can't...
So you didn't learn your lesson even after being beaten by Spike?
Can you just rule over us? Because, oh, whoa, dude, you were looking rough at one point. I love how they just used footage from the PS1.
Sorry, but you just don't stand a chance.
It's like Metal Gear.
I fed them these Bate Z bananas, so now they're stronger than you.
Just keep talking. Jimmy will be there any moment to
Jimmy
catch
is not paying attention.
We'll see who will be catching who. This should be a lot of fun.
Jimmy, it's up to you. You gotta stop him. Okay, no problem. Just count on me.
And then Jimmy is voiced by Ash Ketchum. Pretty sick.
Jimmy, you mustn't forget to save your game.
I fucking... Alright, you know what? I forgot one time, and now you're getting on me. Okay, yeah, you know what? Fine. I'm gonna save my game. You know what? Solid advice. Thank you very much. Oh, really? Wait. You're saying like a Call of Duty Zombies like, but it's like some indie game separate from Call of Duty, from like the Call of Duty franchise. What's it called? Like, is it out now? Is it in development? What's the story on that? Save your game. Save the world. My final message. Goodbye. Hello there, Sweet PB? Or is it Sweet PB? I don't know. But welcome. Hello. I don't remember if I've seen you on other streams, so hello. Also, Mario, who gave me a fake $100 bill. I have had to deal with that as well. With a huge amount of gospel on the back. Oh, they wrote... So someone gave you a fake $100 bill, and they also wrote on it. Damn. Yeah, no, at this one place I worked at, they said, like, if you ever felt suspicious about, like, fake money, just immediately call, like, the supervisor, what would you call it, the associate manager or whatever. Like, don't even bother, do not even do anything. And what that often led to was a lot of people calling for the associate manager and the person with the fake dollar bill immediately losing their shit. And just being like, what are you doing? Like, what, am I going to jail now? Have I done a crime? And it's just like, dude. Yeah, you fucking have, you idiot. Came in with fake money. I love how people get so insulted when they've been caught, you know? Like, they're committing a crime, petty theft, sure, I guess. It's certainly not like, I don't know, domestic terrorism or whatever, but when these people... Oh, what the fuck? So anyways, I love when people are like, you know, caught doing their stupid petty crimes and they just instantly become a huge baby and just are just like, you know, oh, you don't know anything. I didn't do a crime, this and that, yada, yada, blah, 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 blah. And it just implicates them even more. It's so funny to me. Yeah, no, I've been going between, this game, and I actually recently replayed all of Symphony of the Night again. And I almost regret not doing it on stream. I felt like that might have been like a fun experience, but just because of like some stuff happening in like my personal life, I've really wanted to kind of step away for a bit. And oh my god, this fucking camera is so zoomed in. There it is. So I didn't really want to do like streams for a little bit, pretty much. That being said, going through Symphony of the Night once again, oh my gosh. I kinda, like, I do like my Symphony of the Night review from years and years ago. I kind of regret not having the like chops to really dig into that game. Because something I only learned semi-recently was that that game was so fucking broken. I'm sure a lot of you connoisseurs of Symphony of the Night already know about this. This is child's play, especially after the game is, what, like over 30 years old at this point? But in the later half of the game, you will get what's called Alucard's Shield. Now, let's say maybe the middle part of the game, you can very easily stumble upon the shield rod. And now the shield rod is basically just like a magic staff. It's not inherently useful right away. Like, it's not entirely clear what it does as a shield rod. But if you use it paired with a shield, it will... and depending on the shield. If you have the shield rod and you have a shield on, like, your second hand, if you press... what would it be? Square and circle at like the same time, Alucard will cast a spell on his shield that fuck this. That basically makes your shield into an offensive weapon. Like, that's already pretty cool. Oh my fucking... But if you use it on the Alucard shield, that's like one of the strongest shields in the entire game. If you cast the shield rod spell, which is, again, square and circle, hold them at the same time, you'll know it happens because Alucard does a little, like, animation. If you do that, you will nearly automatically kill anybody who touches your shield. So all you gotta do for the rest of the game is just hold your shield up, touch someone with it, and watch their health just go dead. You can fight the final boss, and it will take 2 seconds. I promise you, look up footage of it. It will take you 2 seconds if you use the shield rod on Alucard's shield and fight the final boss when you fight Dracula. Or if you fight Shaft, like, who comes before Dracula. It's amazing. It's so fucking cheap, and it's so funny. Maybe one day I'll go back to Symphony of the Night just to show that off. Because that game is so amazingly solid. I love that game so much. Oh, yeah. Okay, if it's censoring you, yeah, either put it in, like, suggestion dumps or maybe just DM me or something. Appreciate it, wub. Another game backlog is Symphony of the Night. Oh, wait, you've never played Symphony of the Night. Well, I mean, do you like Metroidvanias? Because it's, like, the king of Metroidvanias. Hollow Knight is extremely solid, but Symphony of the Night is still really solid, in my opinion. Already DM'd? Already DM'd. It may be a weird individual. It's the only game in the series that I actually want to play. I legit don't care any less about any other game in the series. And then Lords of Shadow. I mean, like, I have nostalgia for things like Dawn of Sorrow and Aria of Sorrow, because when I was getting into are there statute limitations on this? Because this happened when I was like 14 years old. I think so. When I was first getting into emulators as a 14-year-old boy, one of the first emulators I stumbled upon because I watched The Angry Video Game Nerd was Castlevania Aria of Sorrow for the Game Boy Advance. And I just like picked it up and I thought like, oh wow, amazing. Castlevania, like all I read on it was Castlevania, and I'm like, okay, this is like one I've not really heard of. I don't know if like the Nintendo Nerd, I don't know if AVGN like even talked about it. So this will be interesting. Okay, this is like brand new experience. And going back, Aria of Sorrow is definitely limited in a lot of ways, but it's still a pretty solid Metroidvania, I will say. And the first time I played it, I was in awe. At that point, I had never played Symphony of the Night. I had no idea of this like style of Castlevania games. I had never played Metroid at that point either, so I had nothing to compare it to. And I was blown away. That is also like sometimes the case where you play like a mid-tier game that is emulating the style of like a much better game. But because you played it at a very special point in your life, like, you know, when you're a kid or a teenager or whatever, you have a very like strong attachment to it. And I don't know, there's something kind of sweet about that. Like, I still go back to Aria of Sorrow, and I'm just like, oh my god, I still love it. Oh, the feelings, they all come back. And recently, Castlevania came out with, it's like called Castlevania Dominisk Collection or some shit. I forgot, I don't exactly know how to pronounce the name, but it's basically 3 Castlevania DS games ported to the PC, and I believe it's also on like PS4's like digital shop. And I think it's also on Switch. But on that one, I finally began playing Dawn of Sorrow, which is like the sequel. And I don't care. I'm still really invested in the main character, Mr. White-haired, what's his name? Soma white-haired, Soma D's nuts, got him. Did I just net up the monkey and the tomato bird? Like, where did he go? Dominus Collection, yeah. Also on Xbox, also on Game Pass. So my favorite games of all time are Metroidvania. Very close to it. Metroidvanias are all over the place with me. They're really like Alright, good. Guacamelee, bad. Steamroll Dig 2? I mean, there's so many of them that you can be, like, kind of touchy and judgmental about, like, which is good, which is not.
What's this?
Well, kid, you did good making it this far. Ever hear of the Freaky Monkey 5? Well, I'm Blue Monkey. The boss is all
That's what the B stands for. Blue Monkey and Bussy.
Don't take it personal, kid. I'm doing this for all the little monkeys out there.
You ever wore a belt with a big metal, like, crest right on the crotch area?
Definitely not a coward,
I
are
did.
you?
That shit's,
Hey, kid.
like, cuts
Did your
into
mama
your
ever teach
flesh
you
when you're
not to
sitting.
cross at a red light? Well, I'll make sure you never forget. Ha! Go! Hi-ya!
You know what it feels like to have a belt like mine? Well, I'll make sure you never forget. Oh no! So what this level wants you to do is run along the roads and
You got me.
play red light, green light with him. But you do not need to do that. You can just kind of hit him with this
Go home to your mama.
hula hoop move, which is honestly one of the most like broken moves in the entire game. And honestly, for your own protection, you want to stay off those roads.
Not even. Ha! Hua! Hi-ya! Go home to your mama. Hi-ya!
I did see my mama. I saw her yesterday and we had pancakes and waffles.
Not even.
Not even.
Go home to your mama.
Go home to your mama. Not even. Go home to your mama. Not even. Oh no! Oh no! Go home to your mama. Hi-ya! Go home to your mama.
Not even.
Not even. I love fucking video game nonsense words. Back in the good old days where they recorded 3 lines.
Hua! Hi-ya! Hua! Go home to your mama.
Huh, this battle's pretty long, isn't it? Fuck. Whoa, what was that?
Whoa, why?
Why? Behead me. No! Stop it! No! No! Go home to your mama. Okay. How did that big ass guy and his huge unicycle fit in my net? I ask you, and I receive no answer.
Top banana!
Top banana! Couldn't have said it better myself. How does the PS1 version work without an analog stick? I think you straight up can't play the game. Like, it's kind of a sad state of affairs. I think they'll detect that you have a controller plugged in
So that was the friend.
that doesn't have the analog stick, and then I don't think they let the game even start. Which is pretty crazy if you got it like secondhand back in like the late 90s, because you would have just gotten the game, maybe even got it for your kid, and they were like really excited, and then they just straight up couldn't play it, and then you'd have to spend money on like a new controller. It's like, I really like the concept of Ape Escape, but on the PS1, it was a risky move because you had to have the proper controller, and not everybody did. Not everybody did. That was more of a like, I think maybe the middle of the PlayStation's life cycle, they started moving out the like 2 analog sticks. Craziest Metroidvania ever though, Ebenezer and the Invisible World? What? It's a Metroidvania fantasy retelling of A Christmas Carol where you play as Ebenezer Scrooge. Why am I not playing that right fucking now? What? Hold on. No, hold on. I gotta look this up. And I gotta see how expensive it is. A game like that sounds like it will not be very expensive, so I'm just gonna see. Why spend $70 on Black Myth Wukong when you can get Ebenezer and the Invisible World for $10? Wow. Is this game good? Oh, it looks good. What the fuck am I looking at? This is ridiculous. What am I looking at? Ebenezer and the... Bro just unlocked a side mission IRL. Hello, Mercury. By the way, hello, X James. Wow. You know what? I recently went through and watched a bunch of the Christmas Carol movies. Like, I watched The Muppets Christmas Carol, classic, iconic movie. Like, everybody should love it and appreciate it because it's great. I saw the Mickey's Christmas Carol. It's way shorter than I thought it was. And then I saw the one with Jim Carrey. People give that one like a little bit of shit, and I kind of get why. I still think it's good though. I like it. Huh. Also, Wub, yeah, I'm looking at it. Nasty Zombies? Yeah, I don't know why YouTube censored that. That's weird. It's not me going into like the comment section and putting in censored words. I've put a few censored words in there, but not nasty. I don't know what's up with that. That's really weird. Also, fuck's sake, YouTube. I always have to set it to live chat. Every time. I don't care about top chat. I am not popular. One at the Polar Express game. Ooh, now we're talking. I believe I have that one actually. Let me check. Let me check real quick. If I have it, I'd probably have it for PlayStation 2. Yeah, let's see. No, not PlayStation 2. GameCube? Maybe? It's for a few consoles. There we are. Polar Express, give it to me. Give it to me. No! Just have Pokemon. I don't have the Polar Express. Is that Polar Express game like just abandonware at this point? There's no way you can play it anywhere, right? Like that doesn't sound right. I never criticize your recommendations. I looked into that one game. Oh, what's it called? It's called like Hindenburg or hold on, wait. Maybe I have it on like a list here. It was like a platformer that you recommended to me, and I did eventually scoop it up. Dungeons of something rather, I think. Oh, think so? Nasty? Could be. Could very well be. I mean, I suppose it's a word worth censoring. Heidelberg? Dungeons of Heidelberg? Is that a game? That sounds right. Dungeons of Hinterberg. Heidelberg, 1693? Oh, that's gotta be it. That's gotta be it. Pardon me. Pardon me, everybody. Okay, I mean, if I intercepted Polar Express, I think it would kind of take a while to download. That Christmas Carol game is kind of interesting me. It's $10 right now. It's on sale, 50% off. And you say that it's that is good. Okay. Turns out that drinking milk and orange juice like in cartoons is not such a good idea, so here we are stuck in the bathroom. Oh my god. Are you having a shit attack? I'm so sorry. Great game if you're looking for a 3D Zelda-like game with a vacation theme in the Bavarian Alps. Lol. LOL. Let's see. I'm looking at some of the reviews. Let me bring the reviews over so that we can look at them together. It seems like it's a little contentious. Where is it? Game? Yeah. Is it? Yeah, there it is. Yeah, like some of the reviews. Let me zoom in a little bit. Oh, what? I can't zoom in? Really? What the? Weird. Well, anyways. When I first heard about that when I was a kid, I thought you would get to drive the train, but it was just a dumb minigame. No, it's like one of the most disinteresting, vapid, like, types of games. I think it has, like, rhythm game mechanics in it. Oh, has anybody played the new Indiana Jones game? See that? This thing? I do not have it. I believe maybe my brother got it at one point. I hear it's, like, strangely pretty good. Like, people are very surprised at how, like, competent and just actually fun it is. I watched a Donkey video on it, Hallowed Be Thy Name, and it seemed like it was, first of all, like, really good looking for what it's worth. But it has this really fun mechanic where you can just throw literally anything and just, like, beat people in the head with your fists. Pretty fun, pretty funny. Really good, Mario. Okay, damn. The thing about a game like this, though, is I look at it and I'm like, is this a game that's not going to be optimized for my 1060 graphics card? I know I need to upgrade it. It's just, you know, paying to be alive is really hard, you know? I need to put all my money into, like, eating food, unfortunately. Throwing everything at the wall, but nothing sticks is the best way to describe the Polar Express game. Yeah, I get that. MGS parody game. Let me look that up, actually. I like all these ideas for, like, Christmas games to play. Because Christmas is in, like, 2 days, I think. Yeah, it absolutely is. MGS Christmas game. Let's just say that. Merry Gear Solid is the first result. Merry Gear Solid. Oh, and it's like, looks like it was made in RPG Maker or something. Merry Gear Solid. Okay, hold on. Let me just look up. Merry Gear Solid. This must be like an RPG Maker joint or something. I'm only getting, like, the fandom page. Is it on Steam, maybe? Solid. I doubt it. It seems like it'd be, yeah. It seems like it'd be one of those games that's, like an itch.io game or whatever. The combat is very good in terms of melee for Indiana Jones, because it's boxing with a ton of items that can be used as melee. That sounds really fun. That kind of reminds me of Grabbed by the Ghoulies a little bit, but I'm sure it has a more, like, rough and tumble edge to it, whereas Grabbed by the Ghoulies was more about goofing around. Okay, I think I might have found a download for Merry Gear Solid. Holy shit, that's hard to say. Merry Gear Solid Secret Santa. Oh, never mind. It's a virus. Oops. Dang. It would appear some of these downloads are very sketchy. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll, like, look into it later and find, like, a nice solid download that isn't about to make my virus protection start freaking out. Let's say if you have an RTX card, you're good with that indie. Let's say if you have any RTX card, you're good with that indie game. Okay, so it is actually well optimized. That, like, Silent Hill 2 runs fine on my computer, and I can stream it. So a game like that is well optimized. If it's optimized like that, then I could totally play it, and I would love to. Another thing that's cool, all of the guns can be flipped over and used as melee weapons too. You can flip a handgun and hit people with it. Sometimes we have a friend who asked why I didn't buy a PS5 so I could play Marvel Rivals with them, and I replied, I have this weird tendency to eat so I don't starve. I don't know why. Yep. Damn. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I don't know. Any people in the crowd, I'm like mildly interested in this, but like any people in the audience, in the chat, that would be kind of interested in me playing this fucking Christmas Carol game? Or would we want to wait for the Polar Express to download? Either way, I would want to play Ape Escape for like a little while longer. I'm kind of curious about this Ebenezer game. It could be trash. It's only $10, so it's not a huge waste. It's just so fascinating that it exists, quite honestly. Stealth is really good too. The game prioritizes it over gunplay, but fistfights are so much fun. The acting is very good too. Troy Baker does a shockingly good impression of Harrison Ford. I heard his impression, yeah, and I was over here like, did they just like use fucking AI for Harrison Ford? Like, what is that? Go for Ebenezer, just get a feel for it. It's so odd. Yeah, I get the impression it's a little odd.
That device over there is the gotcha box.
What, you got gotcha
With
mechanics in
10
this?
coins, you can get yourself a cool item.
Ooh, 10 coins for a cool item? Ooh.
The items that you win here can be
Please,
used
please.
as a mini game
No. Say no more. You had me a cool item. Oh, that is a cool item. Bingo! You want a sound twag. Stage clear. Bingo! You have a secret photo. Is this really a secret? I think everybody in this room knows this photo exists, right? You've won a monkey fable. Oh, these are the best. Monkey fable. Jimmy and Pippachi. That's the little baby. Once upon a time, a young man named Jimmy lived in poverty with the little monkey Pippachi. Pippachi was a little monkey he had found lost in the forest, and they lived happily together. One day, when they went out into the fields, Pippachi suddenly pointed to the ground, wanting Jimmy to dig. Although it seemed strange, he did just that, and sure enough, there was a huge supply of bananas buried there in the soil. Ew, they're just buried in the... To be continued. All right, well... Troy Baker is like the Mel Blanc of we need a voice of a white man for this unlikely hero. Yeah! And people are kind of like back and forth about whether they like Troy Baker or not. I'm of the mind that like lots of voice actors do lots of work. And the best thing you can do as a voice actor is be diverse. Because... unlike live action, where you're very limited by how you look in the face, voice acting can lead down several avenues. I played a sheriff in 3 Minutes to Midnight, the video game. And I also voiced a weird gargoyle creature for a video game that has not come out yet. So, like, you can really, if you have a wide vocal range, use that to your advantage. Get that paper and, you know, just be a talented actor. You know, I don't see why that's a problem, right? Like, I think Troy Baker does his job fine. Oh, wait, sorry, this is a comic. Ooh. Whoa, the room is spinning. Is this a Spectre? This is the bad guy. This is the guy that, in Japanese on the right, it just says, oh, wow, oh, wow, wow. Oh, whoa, whoa. Or no, that's oh, whoa, whoa, ah, whoa, whoa. It's adorable. Mega Mamoru. Aw. How can you stand these glasses? Your eyes must be messed up. Oh no. That got scary at the end. It's like Yamishibai. You won Natalie's research. I discovered an amazing fact today. Portuguese man-o'-war jellyfish appear to be single animals, but each one is actually composed of hundreds of individual organisms. Great! My research has advanced even further. I wonder what I should examine next. Okay, I just want another monkey fable. Yeah, we got another soundtrack at the beginning. I'm sure it's a soundtrack I listen to in-game, because that's what you do with these. Bingo, you won. Concept art. Okay, I think I'm about to move on. Where did that gotcha name even come from? Why is it even called that? I feel like it's meant to be like gotcha, like like they hooked you with something, right? Or they because those types of games always have like a little add-on, a little like in-game payment or something, or some little like tacked on mini game thing that you need to like put money toward, right? Because I don't think gotcha is a word, unless maybe it's just a word in another language that I don't know. That's entirely possible. I guess the short of it is I don't know. I just disagree with the way he acted towards the Toulouse 2 spoilers being leaked. Oh? I mean, I don't... Oh, wait. The Last of Us 2 spoilers being leaked. What did he say about that? I didn't hear it. The only controversy I know with Troy Baker, kinda sorta, is that, ow, my ass! Is, during the whole, like, Silent Hill, remaster thing, which I thought, quite frankly, his take on James was really boring, and I didn't even know it was him. Like, it was so amazingly just, like, weird and unimpressive. And it really took me out of the cutscenes, but moreover, at that time, actors working on, the original actors, the original voice cast for Silent Hill 2, were all trying to, get at Konami for not like paying royalties for like the re-release of the game or something. That appears to be like what the discussion was about. And Troy Baker said like that really isn't how it works in voice acting typically. You don't get like a percentage, which is true. That is actually very true, and he's right about that. The bit of that story that I do not like is it feels like people always phrase it as, oh, Guy Seehee is the one, like the original voice of James Sunderland. Guy Seehee is the one that like stepped up and like made the big complaint. He absolutely did not. It was based on an interview that I like heard a long time ago, around the time that those remasters initially came out. Guy Seehee tells the story that like the rest of the voice cast, like what is it, like the voice actors for Maria and others, all of them were like, oh dude, we gotta get like we gotta get some compensation, we gotta get some payment, and they contacted James to be like, oh dude, Guy, you need to like get in on this, we need to get paid. And he was like, oh yeah, I guess we do need to get paid, not really understanding anything about like how it works. So criticize him as much as you want. He openly does not know how it works, and I don't think he ever explicitly said that he does. So I don't know. I think that much is kind of unfair. But what did he say about Last of Us 2? I'm just the kind of guy who thinks that not everything is that easy to figure out, so I usually found out very hard to believe gotcha came from the actual word gotcha. It sounds kind of far-fetched. True, I just don't know what it is, so my best bet is my dumbest. You pretty much did the shame on you to the fans for not liking the story. Well, Troy, I have some terrible news. A lot of people don't like the game. And I mean, I suppose he's maybe just a fan of the story and the game, which is like, okay, fine, fair enough. You know, I have heard the argument some people made, like developers of the game made, Count Moncula, wow. That like, The Last of Us 2 was like really annoying to work on. It was like a huge pain in the ass. People grinded like crazy. So there are some developers who are just like, really annoyed at the backlash and the controversy surrounding the story when they work so hard on the game. I still think that's an unfounded claim. Like, anybody can be critical of a game and be like, hey, I didn't like this. And it's not reflective of you as the designer, unless you did like a horrible job designing it, but the story is a separate thing. If people are critical of that, I think they should be allowed to have their opinion. But it's a very human thing to be like, oh my god, I worked so fucking hard on this stupid game and people are being mean to me. This sucks, man. I absolutely get that impression, and I do feel for those developers, because I heard that, like, development on Last of Us 2 was fucking grueling. Like, it was really time-consuming, and people were working, like, way longer hours than they should have been, and they were not compensated for that time. Really shitty behavior that you see all the time in the games industry, and yeah, Naughty Dog is no better than any other big game company. And that's really sad, and it shouldn't be that way, absolutely. So, yeah, but for Troy Baker to be sort of like, oh, shame on you, why don't you like this story? It's like, not everybody's gonna like a story, inherently, you know? And I think there's a lot to criticize about The Last of Us 2. It did not captivate people the same way the first game did. I mean, I'm one to talk, though. I didn't really care about the first game either. I didn't like either, so I'm not the one to ask. Being a bit overexposed as a voice actor, the guy might be talented and all, but the dude is very much overutilized nowadays. I will say it is frustrating. I mean, part of that is the people that hire him are, you know, it's just like business, which is really annoying. I don't even know if that much is Troy's fault. I don't envision Troy as like this person that's doing it intentionally. I think it's more frustrating that industries aren't trying to reach out to more unique voice actors to diversify roles. The funnest thing to me is when I'm watching an anime usually, and I hear a unique voice, a voice that just sticks out to me, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like, oh my god, that is such a fun voice. I was playing Persona 3, and the lady that you can that you have a social link with, she's sort of like a older sister lady. She has like darker skin than everyone else in the game, I think. She teaches some children to like I think she was like coaching them on sports and whatnot. Her English voice actor is so fucking lovable. I was playing it with my friend and we both were like, I love her. She's so great. And those types of unique voice actors stand out super hard and are like, oh my god, they last forever in my mind. Whereas like Troy Baker, hit or miss, because he seems to be an actor that's cornering the market of like default male. And you know what? He's making that money, good for him. But it's not as remarkable as, you know, some other people I could think of. Except his impersonation of Indiana Jones. That's pretty notable because it really does sound like Harrison Ford. Yuval Amor, thoughts on the Dradix segments? Never heard of them. Is this like a TV show that you watched growing up, or like is it like an animated series, maybe a live action series? Is this one of those like perhaps like a game review series on the internet that was made like back in the boom of the video game review trend that kind of started in like 2011 onward and sort of faded out around like 2015, 2016 type of deal? If so, kind of cringe is my opinion, but lovable all the same. Oh! Another monkey fable. Or, well, this is continuing. Part 2. As we know, Jimmy and little Pippochi were very poor, so they were quite ecstatic about this banana find. These bananas were in a big dirty hole, by the way. So ecstatic that they were oblivious to the monkeys hiding nearby who had been hiding in the shadows watching. They quickly aped the pair's actions, but all they found when they dug were rotten bananas. Well, yeah, because they were in the ground. Feeling tricked, they flew into a rage, envious of the lucky pair. They gave Pippochi a whack, which made him cry loudly. Oh my god. They slapped Pippochi in his soft spot. Also, the girl in Naughty Dog's next game called Neil Druckmann's... Who's Neil Druckmann? That's a really familiar name. Called Neil Druckmann's A Video Game God. The game is a hack whose legacy is entirely stolen from Amy Hennig, the creator of Uncharted. Huh. Oh, I guess this is the answer to my question. Neil, we need better female representation. Druckmann. He just did because yeah. I'm still baffled that the guy who voiced demonic Mario in Power Star now voices Really? What? Wait, no. Pause everything. What? The demonic voice of Mario from Power. He's Sonic in. That Mario animation that honestly is very well made for the time, but fucking upset me so much as a kid. The demon voice, he's now Sonic. I love that. Wub, thank you for this blessing you gave me. It's a Christmas miracle. That's ridiculous. What? When did he start? Wait, what is this actor's name so I can follow his career forever now? That motherfucker traumatized me when I was a child. Now I must follow him to the ends of the earth. Sega does what Nintendo don't. That's right. Did you like my fucking smiling friends point at the camera? You can say it's cringe, but that's not gonna stop me from quoting who uses a D-pad on a 3D game, Resident Evil. No. Let me reiterate, I do not dislike my old reviews. I look back at them as they're a product of their time, so it's a little cringe, but like in the same way that like all those reviews kind of were. So I think of it as like, for its time, I think they were pretty good and people really liked them, you know? I'm proud of my Dradex segments. I think they were great. I once wrote a tweet that during the darkest part of my life where I said, I feel like ThoughtCan is the only project I'm truly proud of. I'm gonna take that back because I deleted all of ThoughtCan because it was so actually cringe, and I've never deleted a Dradex segment. I've unlisted one or two of them that were like kind of old, and I just was admittedly a little too embarrassed. But those were not the ones that anybody like grew up liking or appreciating. That was pre Rayman 2, so I think it was fine. Anyway, so I just wanted to. His name is Christian Haywood. I feel like I've maybe heard that before. Christian Haywood. Okay, that rocks. He rocks. He upset me greatly as a kid. I mean, the animation got me scared too, but like his like voice for Demon Mario was so actually affecting. And as soon as Pippochi began crying, the very ground upon which his tears fell began sprouting banana trees. Again, Jimmy and little Pippochi were overjoyed with this stroke of luck. The monkeys, seeing this, were now sure that if they cried, they too would have their own banana trees. So they began slamming their heads against rocks to cry. No matter how hard they tried, nothing came out of their tears. No, oh, so they did cry, but like nothing grew. And their heads were soon covered with bumps and bruises. To be continued. The type of cringe you have when you remember yourself having fun in high school being a group. Exactly. There's a rumor floating around that Ubisoft is remastering Rayman 3 next year. I'm more interested in hold on. Spectre's chasing him. This time I have my turbo boost on. Take that, Jimmy. That's too fast. I won. I like that. The comics are charming. They're charming, yeah. I was going to say, I'm more interested in the Rayman Raving Rabbids remaster project that's going on. That seems like really interesting, and a little piece of like history being uncovered for the world. They bring back the Matter intro song on like the HD version of the game. They better. They fucking better. You know, I would like to see Rayman in HD, like with a little higher resolution. Give me a Ubisoft might be going under next year because they're flopping hardcore to the point of possible privatization. I mean, there's a lot of companies that are like, when they start failing, people just say like, oh, well, they're out the door now. I always like kind of keep an ear to the ground about stuff like that and just think like, okay, well, we won't really know until it happens, right? Like, this is probably how people felt when, I'm gonna get the Ebenezer Scrooge game, by the way. This is probably how people felt, when, like, Sega started failing, and what the hell is this? Yeah, this is probably how people felt when Sega started failing, and they were like, oh my god, Sega's gonna go out of business, and then they just became like their own thing, pretty much. They stopped being a console company and just started like publishing games. Anyways, just wanted to get that thought out of my head. What the fuck is this? This was like a related thing. What is this? The visuals are so cute, and it has overwhelmingly positive reviews. What the? Oh, sorry, you can't even see what I'm looking at. Yeah. Let me go back. This thing. Atelies? A single-player online RPG where you can fight with or against friends in a surreal world filled with creatures beyond comprehension. Customize and your character's complete quest discover. Anybody know what this game is? This game looks cool as hell. I love the art style. No, you know what? I think a friend of mine was playing this at some point. Yeah, is this any good, Wub? Really cute game. Okay. Atlas. Okay, that was my thought. It's spelled funny, so I don't know. Didn't get to play this one yet, but I have a couple friends who love it. Yeah, I got a friend in my Discord that I think was showing me screen caps of the game. So it's like a open world MMO type deal. Oh, okay. Anyways, I was gonna go get my friend Billy. Oh, no, I remember Billy. Yeah, of course. He enjoys it then. I mean, I like its look. I almost wish it was just a platformer, though. I was like, oh, man. I would love to play that on stream, but okay, let's just get Ebenezer Scrooge. Isn't that the Rule of Rose publisher? I would not know. Would you ever want me to play Rule of Rose? I feel like I've asked this before, and people were kind of just like, oh, I mean, like, maybe, I don't know if you ever, like, just want to get around to it. Publisher Kissoft? Oh, dude, that Metaphor game? I love that. We have it for the PS4 right now, and it's so fun. It's so crazy. Kiss off. I don't know. Kiss Off is fun to play, but it's or it's sucks to play, but it has a great story. That's the impression I've gotten Also, it would appear that the publisher only made Atlas, which was the impression I got. Rule of Rose publisher. Oh, an opinion on a Rule of Rose remake? Is that what I said? Oh, I see. Why is Rule of Rose in an LGBT video game archive? Is there gayness in the game? Is that why I should play it? Why is this? Rule of Rose is a survival horror game set in a decrepit orphanage in the English countryside shortly before World War II. Sorry, it's boyfriend. Aw. Yeah, he's been out all day. Rule of Rose is a survival horror. Okay. LGBTQ references in this game. Wendy. Oh, is she gay? Is it one of those things where it's like she's gay kind of, but it's not really in any way that's interesting? The two gave each other... Sorry, I'm just like reading shit that that you guys can't even see. Yes. Okay. If you want a spoiler, you don't need to say it. I very briefly looked at like an article and saw a picture of like the person that's probably like gay, and I kind of got it. I looking at her and like a few brief sentences in the paragraph, I think I got it. Whew. Yeah, implied, so I imagine it's not like especially interesting. All right, what do you think? I could play Ebenezer for a little bit. I do have Polar Express now, so I can add that to my cool library, and we can give that a go if anyone is actually interested in the Polar Express. I remember Brutal Moose did a review of the Polar Express, where he, like, I don't know if he grew up with that game or what. I don't even know why he did a review of it, quite frankly, but yeah. I remembered loving that review. Like, I was just like, oh my god, this is so ridiculous. It was one of the reasons it got the boot on Australia. Australia bans a lot of games, it seems. I heard like a little bit of explanation on that the Australian government has a lot of laws that basically paint video games as something for very young children. So all sorts of subject matters just get the boot because it's in the context of like baby games, which even those restrictions are debatably pretty dumb, but yeah. That appears to be like a really simplified explanation on like why so much is banned in Australia. Ebenezer Scrooge and the big boy. Are you gonna show up? Yeah, there it is. Okay. The air was filled with phantoms wandering hither and thither in restless haste and moaning as they went. Every one of them wore chains like Marley's ghost. The misery with them was clearly that they sought to interfere for good. Goodbye. I didn't get to read it all. So what? I like to drag out my sentences. What? I need to turn up the audio. Oh, well, we're gonna play Ebenezer first. God, the text is really tiny here. Okay, I mean, it seems to be working fine, so I think I can just hop in. Ooh. Backgrounds look real good. I love 2D. I love 2D games. Oh. Something has gone horribly wrong. Jacob Marley allowed you to see the invisible world, and only someone such as you can... What the... Oh, for fuck's sake. What sort of help could a spirit possibly need from me? Are you familiar with the Mathless family? Somewhat rich industrialists. They keep to themselves for the most part. What the fuck is this? Unfortunately, there is more to them than that. Okay. Or what is the Mathis family? On with this spirited god all day. God, that goes by so fast. Let me tell you the story of Caspus Malithus and the Malthus family drain. The Malthus family has always resided in the shadows of the London... No, this is for Steam. You're the downtrodden of London as the cancer that would spread until a means of excising it. While some cruel machinists have always existed with the rise of the modern industry, some members of the Malthus family felt the new age was soon dawning where the solution could present itself. Okay. Driving this new rhetoric was Gaius Mathis. He seized upon the city's industrial expansion and turned their family from mere aristocrats into an empire of industry. His factories swelled with the poor working people of London. Right. He offered those workers horrid conditions and little pay in exchange for their backbreaking labor, all while he planned for a day where he could get rid of the world of the lot of them. However, cruelty is a flame that burns once, twice, it died suddenly, and I dare we so for the better for it. Okay, so he's dead. Well, the death of his family became the empire. He's a surviving son. Okay, he's got a son. Okay, bad guy died. Son survives. He's handsome. That's what I was going to do for my mortal youth. Remember the happy and joyous boy loves direction. Okay, he was happy. So maybe he'll be better? Unfortunately, I was wrong. Okay. Working conditions worsened and the cruelty of the vessels continued. Okay, yeah, no, the boy was just as shitty as the other guy, if not worse. However, I refuse to believe the case has gone so far down this path that he could not be redeemed. Okay. It was 1 year ago, Christmas Eve, that I paid Casper a visit. His name is Casper? I appeared before him, Casper, much like Jacob Marley, I appeared before you, and warned of the heavy the path of redemption. Okay. Yeah, so they wanted to do a Christmas Carol, Path of Redemption for him. There's no surprise that all with the purpose of putting him on his better path. Okay, yeah, so the events of Christmas Carol happened to this boy named Casper, but I'm going to assume it just didn't work. So now we need to go and kill him. But all the images shown that night, it was the ghost that had the most profound effect. I mean, that is how the movie went too, when the Ghost of Future showed up. Guys shown a decrepit old man locked in a study, rested in a mountain. He created an extraordinarily unpleasant smell about the place. Okay. Those could feel the vast emptiness within the massive hall of the man. It looks like he's about to fall over, is why I'm laughing. Based on the candles, began to recognize the room, the portion of the book, and the wall. He was gazing at a vision of his future self. Oh no! Now show him the grave! The ghost of Christmas yet to come, and a broadcaster here to simply gaze upon the man he would become, but to witness the man's ultimate triumph. He made a ball. Guess what achieved the Messi's family dream, whether it was a power source, engine, or something that I cannot say, but I do know that it is catalyst the workers from society. Okay. In the midst of the old man's jubilation, the good rate to pick up portal today, did not want to capture to miss a moment of what came next. Okay. Cosmo, are you liking the story? The old man cried of exhalation, revealed the moment of excitement after getting despair and declared to reward her. Kemper watched his future self die before his eyes. Oh no, the ball! Cast his eyes was true for the old man. He watched his death as divide the culmination of his life for his family tree fall from withered hands and shattered on the floor. So, it would appear that Casper, like, got a vision that The whole world's going to end if he doesn't change his ways. At that moment, because of every sacrifice would all amount to nothing. They would die alone, unloved, and forgotten. Okay. What? But he's still gonna do it, because that's the plot of the game, right? What is the plot of the game? With that, Casper's returned in his own time in a state that I perceived to mean that he had been profoundly changed by the idea. I left him so that he could contemplate what he had just witnessed. Right. Okay. Yeah, I noticed that. I felt confident that change would lead him to another. However, I did not foresee was that there would be another visitor that one did not want to change Matthew's face, but to set it in stone. Oh. A dark spirit emerged from the shadows and confronted Casper, laughing at the silly images the crystal seers had shown him. Uh-huh. Casper played with the horrifying intruder that he did not want to meet the same fate that he witnessed. The smile and reminded him that one that now need not transpire. Do not listen to him. Look at how absolutely evil he is. He told Casper that the crystal spirit had carelessly presented a new opportunity to the man's family, and allowed to observe the workings of the old man's future device, but his knowledge is recreated into the present. He was told he could help create the world that his family had always wanted. He'd only be strong enough to put aside silly morality. Just put away silly morality, you know, easy. Without Casper turning into the better, a year has his own fit is using unnaturally good knowledge to press the ultimate dream to crush the poor workers of the city under the gears of industrial progress. Uh-huh. Yet despite all of this, I remember... This is so fucking long! I remember my old father was Casper, and I cannot bring myself to believe that it is beyond the hope of redemption. So we need to redeem Casper, it seems. And there's some, like, third-party evil spirits. Now you know my story. I need a mortal to help my old friend and find redemption before he is beyond salvation. The Christmas spirit will come to my aid a second time. It's up to you to find the pieces of Casper's past, present, and future, and convince him to choose a better path. And then the graphics kind of fucked up a bit there, but it's fine. Wow. Is there a pathway to redemption for Casper? It will weave through the people in this life that meant most to him and knew him well. That is all well and good, but even if you knew Casper Malthus? Malthus? Casper Malthus? I think so. Was once as good a man, that was some time ago. How can you be sure that such a person still exists? I confess I'm not well informed on the metamorphosis that transpired within him. It is imperative that we unravel how he became the man he is today. Casper kept a journal in the London Observatory, secreted away from the prying eyes of his father. If that journal is still there, it may help us understand how he drifted so far from how I remember him. Gallivanting about as a spirit's lackey was not how I intended to spend my holidays. But I suppose in all fairness, I too was once a man that had lost his path. It took the esteemed presence of my dear friend Jacob Marley to set me straight. I love how this is the premise. Very well, Spirit. I will find Casper's journal. Thank you, Ebenezer. You must exercise the utmost caution. Okay, I got it. Okay. That was like 3 sentences too long. I got it. An old Pemberley Gazette with the headline, Industrial Casper Malthus promises the dawn of a new age for London. Cool. Anyways, hi, chat. I was a little preoccupied. The greatest version of the Christmas Carol. A Christmas Carol Goes Wrong by Mischief Theater. Then Jacob Marley showed up dancing. The game takes place after, yeah. The Ghost of Christmas Yet to Come looks like the Grim Reaper. He looked evil too. He looked better. The other guy was like definitely a villain. He was like not put together at all. Be careful outside, sir. There have been protests recently here in London, and they have become quite dangerous. Usually it's not the protesters that are dangerous. I'm just saying. This is me about to beat up a protester. Fezziwig! How pleasant to see the bright face of my former employer. Hello, Ebenezer. You have made much of yourself since you worked for my company. I'm here to provide assistance as you advance in your quest. Thank you, I'm very grateful. There has never been a limit to your generosity. Press the square button to wipe your ass. I sure will. Here I go. God, the game looks gorgeous. Ha, got him. Yeah, well. I guess I understand them not wanting to do like a video game based on the original Christmas Carol, because you'd have to play a dickhead for like most of it, and it would have been really annoying.
Right, Ebenezer, it is Christmas time again. Thank you for your kindness this year. You've truly changed.
Can't wait until Kermit the Frog helps this guy see the error of his ways, or maybe it was Mickey Mouse or Porky Pig. There's so many versions of Christmas Carol. Hate to break it, but I must dip. Sleepy time. Night, night, Wub. Thank you for coming. Thank you for everything. Sleep well. Damn, look at how... Hey, fucking text bubble. Piss off. I'm trying to... Text bubble! God damn. Text bubble! Look at how good this looks. Look at all these little, like, assets working in tandem. Ah, foreground, middle ground, background. Nice little, like, depth of field. Gotta make more 2D games. They look great. Yeah, no, for real. Why is Ebenezer Scrooge so agile? I can jump an entire story. See that? I don't even need a wind up. I'm just, Why? Ebenezer the I'm busy! Ebenezer the protesters just ahead is a peril and requires aid. Can you intercept my... Am I about to beat up protesters? Come on. I don't want to beat up protesters. Please don't. I'll surrender. Oh, thank God. I'm beating up, this guy. You there! Cease your unwarranted assault on that man this instant! Yes, yes, he may have committed his fair share of transgressions, but he has clearly surrendered himself, hasn't he? What? Oh, yeah. Oh, no, this is very Symphony of the Night. Ah! I thought I was, like, dead. Like, the screen got all red. Mark my words, this shall be reported. Wait, come back here. Goons? Wait. Goons? Goons? Thank you, kind sir. Let me help you home. No, I'll be fine. You need to find a safe haven. Warren Gusriel is a merciless fellow, and you're in grave peril in his presence. He's not just neutralizing protesters. With the mouth as private guards, he's hunted anyone involved in the protests. Now they'll come for you too. Hey, there's nothing on your sign, you dumb. There's nothing on your sign. I am well aware of the pressing need for self-preservation today. Thank you very much. Piss off! Eric, why, oh why, were you utterly useless in extending aid to that man? Are you content with being a mere spectator, an impudent bystander in the face of distress? I just love the idea of him being such a dick. He's still a dick in some ways. Like, he's nice to workers' unions, but he still tries to be mean to just the people that'll forgive him. Ebenezer, while you can see spirits and intervene in the affairs of mortals, I cannot. Bitch, I'm a ghost. I wish to aid that man, but like all spirits claim to change the world, I am prevented to act on that desire. However, since you helped that man on my behalf, I should be able to come to your assistance when you need it. Oh, so you can help when you feel like it. Cool. Another 2D game that looks beautiful is Backbone. Never heard of it. For some reason, it was renamed to Tales Noir. Never got a chance to play it. It was on Game Pass. No, yeah, Mario. Okay. Yeah, so you can help when you feel like it. Cool. Yeah, I was reading reviews and, like, the top review said something about it being bugged. I assume that's, like, an older one. On the far west side of the city is the old Jonathan Bedlam Asylum. I always had a feeling there was something strange going on there, but I could never prove it. It's a dangerous place now. In any case, you should stay away for your own safety. Okay. Chicken! Fuck! I hate Christmas again! love his little whimper when he's hit. Just goes, oh. Forgive my intrusion. You do not need to apologize, Fezziwig. You are a great help. If you continue right, you'll find a save room, okay? Thank you. If I can skip the dialogue, I will. Oh! Hello. Cool. Oh my God, that's got some distance, man. Okay, I do not have a double jump. I thought I did for a sec. Unless you're Hideo Kojima, there's no point for all this redundant dialogue. It is a thing that's in, like, so many games, and I really do not care for it. Like, especially a lot of, like, indie games, I would really appreciate some visual storytelling. I just want to get into the game and play it. Video games especially, even if you have, like, a heavy narrative, video games especially work when you're doing visual storytelling because, you know, it's an interactive adventure. You there, Ebenezer? Stop for a moment. Be my lamp by my lamp's fire. I thought he said be my lamp's fire, and I was about to say, is that a... Are you coming on to me with that line? How do you know my name, Spirit? I'm a ghost. Everyone knows everyone's name. I know much about the people of London and would prefer I not know it. Well, if you bash this to the head, you'll forget everything. Ah, yes, I do remember you, Lamplighter. You were quite the town whisperer, quite proud of your gossip. Yes, proud then, but not now. I lit my flame to catch your attention. I need your assistance. A journalist, Salvatore Garcia, is writing a story about the accident on the Malthus factory. If published, it will shine light on the dangerous working conditions across London. He is delivering his article tonight, but I fear with the unrest of the streets he could be hurt or injured. No escort will be required. I only need you to ensure that his path is well lit. Well lit? You don't mean lit. Well lit, right? Snow has covered many of the street lamps across his path. You do mean well lit. That's a typo. Well lit. How do I send in a bug report? Clear them off and ensure his path is safely lit. Yep, there it is. A. You see that? A. I am happy to help, but I do not make an imposing escort. So this game has a bunch of little, like, side quests. I don't know. Even, like, something like that, I think you could have cut the dialogue even more. Oh, you're still talking about Backbone? Fair enough. This game also has a lot of dialogue in it. It has a lot of dialogue the same way that, like, Dawn of Sorrow and Aria of Sorrow have a lot of dialogue. Like, it's far too much for me. It's at this point that I just wish they had, like, the budget for voice actors, just to make it a little, I don't know, easier to get through. One of the plates I tried, the game is very dialogue heavy and would be less problematic if it had voice acting. Exactly. The game, it's mid when it comes to gameplay since it was rushed and 80% of the things on the trailer get removed, but the story, music, and ambience is 10 out of 10. I mean, I can look into Backbound, sure. I usually prefer playing indie games if I can help it. Oh, there we go. Nice. Hello?
I haven't seen Phoebe today, and I'm worried about her.
Okay. Farewell. What? Are you Phoebe? Buster Bailey. No, I don't want to talk to you. You! I know you! Yeah, well, I don't know you. Piss off. You're Ebenezer Scrooge. Yeah, I sure am. You make children cry. I'll make you cry, too.
Phoebe is in trouble. She snuck into a building to the right looking for food without realizing it was occupied by...
This is a run-on sentence.
Now she's trapped and scared. Can you help us, sir? This nice lady...
Yes. Let's go. Wait, which... I guess I just keep going, right? You know what this reminds me of is, the fucking, Ooh, what are they called? Ooh, what's the game series called? Ooh, it's like there's a few of them. And they're all like Metroidvanias, and you play as like witch ladies. Oh, I almost had it. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, I see how we're gonna do this. Oh, okay. God, I'm getting everything conflated. Sorry. Do it. How do... Oh, I have to talk to you, don't I? Is your name Phoebe? Do you know a boy named Buster? Worry not, dear child. I will help you get out.
Marianne's close by.
Yeah, I fucking know!
There's a lever.
I know! I actually got up here without your help. Backbone's dialogue is actually pretty simple. Okay.
Phoebe, okay, this house is dangerous. I must get you to safety. Yeah, but
I can't move.
Thank you for finding Phoebe. She was my best friend. Goodbye.
I am almost done with this game. It's already, like, draining me how much dialogue there is. So, like, here's the big deal, is that, like, all the combat stuff, very, very clean, very fun. Like, all of this is great. You have to come to a dead stop every time they bring up, like... some like new plot detail or like game mechanic or something. And I get it, you use the power of ghosts in order to do certain moves that are like crucial to the game. But the amount of dialogue is grueling, to say the least, and it does really affect the quality of play. Yeah, and then you have like reminders like that. I'm just over here thinking, like, were there a lot of people that complained about being confused? Is that what creates stuff like this? Because I get it, a lot of people are mostly going to play this because of the subject matter. Like, it's so weird that people are like, well, yeah, I'm gonna, like, try this out. It's only $10. Like, it's fucking Christmas Carol. Like, what? That's ridiculous. But then you have, like, all this conversation, and it's just... Well, actually, that's a good example of it being really brief. It just doesn't, like, grab me the same way like other games do. Like, oh, do I need to look that game up? Probably. Hold on. I'm gonna look that game up. Check the options menu? Wait. What about the options menu? Is there a way to cut down the dialogue? Is that a thing? What are we talking about here? I saw dead children, Tiny Tim. This world is cruel. Why does Scrooge sound like a Link when he jumps on these balloons? He's got a little spring in his step. He's actually a really happy guy once you get to know him. Okay. Metroidvania. I have like a whole category for Metroidvania, and I'm thinking of a different one. It's gonna go me nuts. Where is it? Well, I didn't put it in. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Hold on a sec. No. Okay, it'd have to be in 2D platformers, right? Right? Momodoria. That's what I was thinking of. Momodoria. Momodoria has like a vibe to it, and the dialogue is not too overbearing. Like, it's just enough to like build a world, but it doesn't overstay its welcome. Thought they added in text speed up or something. I mean, that would be nice. Should I be putting out the... Should I be putting out the lights? Is that what the flame starter wanted of me? Okay, this is a little more familiar territory. This is a little more like I'm actually playing a game. Except, I think I'm already stuck out the get-go. Oh, God. Alright, I guess I'll leave. Hard to change? Wait, what do you... Oh, I assume that that's a mechanic used later. Okay. Now that I really think about it, like, I think they're putting in a lot of dialogue because they're trying to do it justice to the, like, to the literature it's based on. Like, the Christmas Carol story, and a lot of, like, the best movies related to A Christmas Carol had a real, like, artistry to the dialogue. And it had such iconic lines that are, like, very, like, complex wording. Like, it's a very, like, intelligently written story, right? So that means that the dialogue in this case is gonna be very wordy. But it's a lot more, unless I'm ready to sit down and read a book, or, I guess, ingest an RPG or something, giving me, like, a wall of text with a lot of complicated words and complicated names is just very incongruent, in my opinion, to a Metroidvania platformer. Like, I'm thinking about other successful Metroidvanias. Hollow Knight, for example. That one is very minimal on dialogue. It does have some, like, very fanciful, aristocratic characters in there. But even then, I never felt like the dialogue was too long. And the setup for the story was really quick and simple. It was just like, you have fallen in a hole, go and explore. There was a lot of visual storytelling with that. Now, if you wanted to make your game with this, like, you know, heavy emphasis on, like, characters and dialogue and, like, side quests for other characters and stuff, I think you really need to put in the effort for, like, or rather, really put in the money and the funding, you know, whatever money you made off this video game, to put in voice actors, because I think that would add to the experience tremendously. I think you could digest a lot more of this, like, storyline if it was just voice acted. Like, there's a lot of plotline in the video game, what is it, Neon White. There's a lot of, like, story and little cutscenes and stuff that definitely look like they're made on a budget. Like, it's very minimal animation at a lot of points. But they brought in some really good voice actors that really sell all that dialogue. So you buy it. I actually loved following the story of Neon White. So I guess what I'm saying is, like, if they had voice actors for this, I don't think the dialogue would be nearly as overbearing. What? Oh, it's the little kid. Yeah, it's the little kid friend that you have. Yeah, like, see, right now I see that there's a guy here, but I don't want to talk to him because I don't want to go through even more dialogue. Fuck! Now I'm leaving that way. Because I don't want to deal with her either. Golly, Mr. Scrooge, you sure are a fun guy after all. I've inhaled helium, Tiny Tim. There's a reason why Hotline Miami has such a big and complex lore despite having a silent protagonist. True. Also, Hotline Miami does a really interesting thing with its story where it kind of relegates the plot to between zones, right? Like, it's a real zone game where you have, like, you know, different complexes that you're invading where you're, like, killing people and whatnot. You know how Hotline Miami works. And the plot happens in between those levels. So there's a pace to it that doesn't feel abrupt. Like, once you finish a level, you can assume that you're gonna get a bit of dialogue, right? It's a scene. I believe that Samurai, or no, I think Katana Zero also is like that. You'll like go through a whole like section, an entire like level, and then to break up each level is some story time where your character either like talks to like some characters, or they like go into their house and they do a little like character building. It's cool. It's nice. Refund, perhaps. It was only $10. I don't know. I really love all of the art, and I want like more 2D platformer games, so, and this is like an indie company as well, so I don't know about Refund per se, but I may stop playing soon. I'd want to give my money to them as like supporting the cause. I would want them to put the money that they get from this game into like, you know, further development on the game and eventually voice acting. Voice acting, I would think, would make a huge difference in this game. Put out like a casting call, something. Like it would be so great. And I think there's a fair deal, there's a fair amount of people that would probably want that too, and would be willing to fund it if you ever set up like maybe a Kickstarter or something. No guarantee on that, because I know Kickstarters are kind of a roll of the die. The gameplay itself, though, very solid. It seems like they've come a long way from the more glitchy release that this game had. And look at this, like all the animations are so fun, and just the concept itself is so goofy. I would want them to expand on this more. So no, I don't think I'll refund it per se, because it was $10, because it's an indie game, and because I kind of want them to succeed. But that being said, I have another fucking person talking to me. So, excuse me, do you have the time? I sure don't. Goodbye. The two devs for Hotline Miami have said that the story is just an excuse for the gameplay, but it's not the main focus. Fair enough. I could definitely see that. Well, it was like, I was recommending you to try it. I was just telling you it exists and maybe give it a shot. No, I'm glad I gave it a shot, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, it's no reflection on your recommendation. I wanted to give it a try because I just love goofy shit like that. But yeah, as a game though, not quite. It didn't quite hit the mark. That being said, let's try a little Polar Express. Since they wanted to question the player by giving them a revenge story, does that justify enjoying all the fucked up violence that the game unleashed? Would you still enjoy it if it was no story? I mean, I prefer that there was a story in Hotline Miami because I and a lot of people liked that there was a bit of a narrative to all the ultra violence. I think that did make it more interesting. It makes me think of, like, you remember the Flash cartoons Madness? The Madness animations, and also they had video games. Those are, like, some of the most vapid, we're just doing like ultra violence because this shit rocks type of games that I like, and there's, you know, a place for them in the world because, you know, why not? And that's what Hotline Miami could have been, and people probably would have still celebrated it for what it was, but I think it makes it more interesting when you have a narrative attached to your game, you know, some like interest, some intrigue. Oh, is it not loading? Or is it just like slowly loading? Black screen, black screen. I'm looking at the same thing you're looking at. Black screen. Uh-oh. Okay. Full Express. Maybe just try it again. Load it again. Patches are active. Okay. Uh-huh. Damn. Yeah, it looks like this one's a dud. We're both looking at the same thing. I tried to load up Polar Express, and this is what I'm getting. Just a black screen. Yeah, looks like the copy I got was a dud. Well. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I could just go back to fucking Ape Escape. Or Clock Tower 3. You know what? Maybe I can try Ape Escape 3. I don't know if I've ever tried that before. Oh, wait. But done without saving. Hold on. I need some properties were need adjusting. Okay. Tom Hanks is not amused. Tom Hanks is fucking pissed right now.
Computer Entertainment America.
Thank you. TV. I love TV. Turn down the volume a bit. Spectre TV. Who are these chodes? You see, if Ebenezer just opened up with this, I'd be like, oh, I'm in.
Go back to your mama.
What the? Wait! That's the guy!
Here we go.
Oh, there's the other one! Oh, so these are all the antagonists from Ape Escape 2. Yeah. Okay. Oh my god, this is so like 2000s anime. What are these chodes?
What are you doing? I know.
Uh-oh. Is this gonna be good or is this gonna be cringe?
Let's do it.
Oh boy. We got two Poochies on our hands. Oh no, and one's a Super Sentai and one's a Sailor Moon. Oh no. I don't know. I'm still interested. Oh. What the hell am I looking at? What is this cell phone shit? What the fuck? You see what I'm looking at? W. Oh my god. So did anyone ever use a really old cell phone? You know, where if I wanted to hit C, I'd have to go like that. Like I have to hit the button to cycle through the numbers. Remember that shit? I am not engaging with this whatsoever. How do I... That's it. Yep, that's it. Yep, we're good. Apescape 3 is your go-to? Okay.
I trust that everything is to your satisfaction, my dear friend Spectre.
It's perfect. Very well. Let's team up.
He's such a little baby Spectre.
Exquisite decision. Finally, it begins. My revenge against those who laughed at me.
My revenge against those who laughed at me.
I'm heading off to practice. Okay. Is Aki here? Huh? Hey, that's my pudding. There are monkeys all throughout the town. They're all over the TV. Anyway, this is huge. Hey, that hurts. Okay, there you are. Huh? That doesn't sound like a recording. Can you hear me?
Oh.
Can you hear me?
Hello.
Aki, Kay, Yumi. Oh, I'm so glad you're both safe.
Hey, you're not voiced by Misty. Get out.
Details later.
They
Here's what's
change her
happening.
voice for like every
Those
game,
monkeys
I
are
think.
loose again. They're out causing trouble all over the world.
All over the
This time,
world.
they're broadcasting weird television shows. That sounds kind of fun. No! Their shows are so stupid that anyone watching becomes a mindless couch potato.
Oh, that's just your opinion.
Well,
Come
I
on.
don't want to scare you. But as you can see, Spike and Jimmy and even the professor have all been affected.
Wait, Spike from the first game?
If this continues, the monkeys will affect the whole world. Kay, Yumi, you're going to have to help us. Capture those monkeys and put an end to their mindless TV shows. I'm teleporting a monkey net to you. Use it to capture all of the monkeys. Be careful and good luck. Hey, stop! Cut it out!
This was an
hope
opportunity
Natalie
for
will
them
be
to just
okay.
have Natalie
at least
be the
now
hero,
we know
but
why
nah,
things
forget
are
it. Give
so
it to two
strange in
babies.
town.
It's fine.
That's the first time I've seen one of those monkeys.
The teleport is complete. I guess it wasn't just one of Natalie's bad jokes. Oh my!
The cutscenes look way better.
What do you think you're doing? What?
Yeah, they're like way more dynamic.
Hurry! Capture him!
Okay, I think we're in. Wow, yo! Our character models really shot up. Kai, 4th grade, favorite subjects are gym and lunch. I mean, I identify with that. Yumi, oh, I knew a girl named Yumi in like elementary school or something. Favorite subjects, English and music. Loves singing. Damn. I kind of identify more with the anime goggles, even though one of them appears to be busted or something. Also, I knew somebody named Kai. They were a woman, so I will assume Kai here is a woman too.
All right! Leave it to me!
Kind of sounds like one. Or a boy.
I'll be back!
Wait, really? That's wild. Whoa, the swing is way slower. That was amazingly quick. Please put me in a stage. I know how this game works.
You really got quite a workout there.
This is cool. This is a good, like, this is a good sequel. Oh my god. What
Good
is this fucking
job.
Bush League move them?
Captured monkey teleportation complete. Just what's going on here? I guess that everything Natalie said was true. I guess that those monkeys are causing havoc all over the world. We have to capture all of those monkeys and stop their TV shows. Yumi,
Kay, we need
Oh,
the
it's
two
Kay,
of
excuse
you.
me.
Will you help us? Sure.
Of course!
Duh! That was a great cutscene. It definitely wasn't redundant. Oh, look at this.
This is the secret TV station base where we'll be providing support to you on your adventures.
Yeah?
The warp pad that used to be in our room was destroyed by the monkeys, so we've rebuilt the rear part of the laboratory.
Is she talking to me like this is Teletubbies? Like,
If you get on the front warp pad here, you can head out to go capture the monkeys.
the actress was instructed to enunciate every word really clearly. Like, if you get on the front warp pad here, you can head out to go capture the monkeys. Like, really clearly said each and every word. I assume it was just to make it easy for kids, I suppose? Maybe that's the idea?
We've got a game-saving device and a bunch of others all ready for you to use, so be sure to put them to good use.
So be sure to put them to good use. Are you from Georgia, Atlanta, maybe even Britain, but you're hiding it? Oh my god, look at this! Ah!
That's the shopping area just over there.
Sorry.
There are quite a few shops there, so you should check them out.
The graphics look fucking, like, wonderful. There's something about it, like, the resolution's tighter or something? Also, just, like, the design of this room, way, way better. There's way more colors going on, a lot more, like, texture. Oh, so cool. The other one, I love Ape Escape 2. Little nostalgia, it's just a good game. But I'm very, like, pleased with this opening room. I haven't even really, like, played any of the games yet, but this opening area?
That's the computer. That's where you can load or save your games.
Also love this little Persona-looking text box thing where it kind of like bounces and pokes around.
If you want to quit midway through your game, be sure you save your progress. Don't forget that.
I sure won't, Mother. Thank you. You know what? She has also got mommy energy, so I guess she would talk to you like a child because you're a child. You better like this one, or I'm gonna respect your opinion and right to dislike different things from other people.
That's the warp pad.
Wishing
From
you have a
there,
very
you'll head
pleasant-
right into the TV programs.
I'm sorry. I read that completely wrong.
You better like this one, or I'm gonna respect your opinion and right to dislike different things to other people, wishing you to have a very pleasant day!
I hope that's how you imagined it. No, this, so far, I'm very happy with this one. I just want to, like, get into the game. Like, it's got me all hyped up. You would like the speech, yeah, because they're good, you know?
I'll be back!
You ever think about that? Bet you have. What? Wait! The game crashed! The fucking game crashed! No! No! I really want you to work, please! Don't break on me! No! Oh, no, no, no. Well, I mean, I saved, so at least I can just, like, hop back in. What the fuck? It just broke. What? It just fucking broke.
Sony Computer Entertainment America.
Yeah, good night, Mario. Yeah. I'm going to try my best with this one. If it keeps crashing, I'm going to be really sad. That might just be an outlier. All right, it might just be, you know, thing that just happened. I don't know. Is this something that I got to fucking fiddle with? Man, I was going to go on my Steam Deck and play this later.
That's the warp pad.
I know. All right, please, 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 please. Yep. Four. You got this far. Come on. Oh no! 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 Fuck! I will hit you up about the commission stuff. Yeah, I will tell you more about that. You remember having a specific ISO file that crashed every single time? Maybe I can like look this up and maybe just like get it fixed or something. Cause oh my god, they like sold me so hard. I was so like giddy like a little schoolboy, like, oh my god, this looks so good, I can't wait to play the game. And then as soon as I get to the level, fuck's sake. Hold on. Ape Escape 3. Ugh. This seems like a real like project. You know, I've been streaming for like 2 hours. I think I'll leave it for now. I'll figure out like what's going on here. Because there appears to I just looked it up and this appears to be like a consistent issue. Like lots of people have been complaining about crashes, so perhaps I can like figure it out. And who knows, maybe I'll do another stream where I play Ape Escape 3, you know? Because that one, like, honestly looked really cool. But yeah, okay, so I'll be heading out for now. Later, everybody. It's been a good stream. I'm glad that I streamed. Oh shit, I don't think I streamed to Twitch. Oh, I forgot to stream to Twitch this whole time. I know, it's so shit. Like, what the fuck? But yeah. I think like it would appear maybe I just need to adjust some settings in my in my PCSX2, but we will find out. We will find out. So take care. Bye-bye.